July.
Hello, everybody. This is Brother Speak with Speak on his YouTube channel. Coming to you today, driving around doing my Uber Eats thing. So while I am driving around, I wanted to make a video about. There was an interview that Umar gave, and Umar with this Christian brother, and the topic of forgiveness came up. And Umar was making some very good points that I totally agree with. He was saying that we as a people should not forgive publicly, forgive the killers of black people, especially those in the police force, racists. We should not be publicly forgiving people because it makes us politically and image-wise look weak, and that it encourages racist people, racist cops to just keep killing because they're not gonna do anything. Hey, they'll forgive us. And you have the Christian brother was like, well, that's an individual thing. That's what the Bible said. You're telling us not to forgive. That's not what Umar said. What Umar said, and I agree with him, is politically, in public, do not forgive these people, especially those who don't ask for it. Dylan Roof didn't ask for forgiveness. Amber Guyver didn't ask for forgiveness. Some of the cops that have killed black people unjustly, they didn't ask for forgiveness. But we just give that forgiveness out. Again, I'm gonna say it in public. As soon as it happens,
Make a left turn on Lakeside Place Drive.
we forgive. I'm like, wait, where they do that at? Forgive them. How you forgive somebody that hasn't asked for forgiveness, not going to ask for forgiveness, don't give a fuck about your forgiveness? Where they do that at?
Left lane, make a left turn on Hayes Road.
But we see this happen. I mean, Amber guy was so egregious that it's like, what are we doing over here? The brother's hugging her saying, I don't want you to go to jail. You got the judge giving her a Bible and hugging her. You got the black bailiff doing her hair. Who does this? You will never see the counterpart of white people doing that. You would never see it. Even with their own people, they wouldn't do that. And we hide behind the Bible saying that's what Jesus instructed us to do. Jesus never said you're supposed to put that public.
In 1 mile, make a left turn on Westheimer Road.
I know Jesus said you should forgive your enemies, but that's a personal thing. That's not something you do in public. And if they requested it publicly, then hey, I would say, hey, if they showed a sincerity, then I would say, yeah. But if they're not asking for forgiveness, they're not even attempting to appear sorry, And we're just giving forgiveness out publicly. I'm going to stress it again, publicly. You're making yourself look weak and pathetic. And they just gonna keep doing it. It's just like if you see a guy getting bullied. You may help him one day. You may feel sorry for the guy. Yeah, man, that's messed up, man. He should be bullying this guy like that. Man, hey, and you might even step in. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna step in. Hey, bro, stop fucking with the guy. What you doing? And you see him getting bullied again. You might step in another day, or you'll be like, "Hey, man, you should stop doing that." But if you see this kid getting bullied over and over again, you're gonna look at the kid like, "Well, bro, defend yourself, fight back or something, do something." And then you just, it's normal. Like, man, well, surely he won't fight back. Fuck him. And then other people will probably join in too. Like, well, he ain't gonna do shit. I can slap him around too. That's what you got going on when you forgive people that shouldn't be forgiven publicly. Publicly, not privately. And I think where the Christian brother was talking about privately.
In a quarter mile, make a left turn on Westheimer Road.
Privately,
Left lane.
yeah, if you want to forgive this person, even if they didn't ask for forgiveness, that's fine. Privately. But when you do that publicly, when this person has not asked for forgiveness and not going to ask for forgiveness, it makes you look weak as I don't know what. It makes you look pathetic.
Make a left turn on Westheimer Road.
Now, one thing Umar said in that interview, which I disagree with, is forgiving your brother. See, we gotta have it across the board. If we're going to forgive these white folks, we forgive our brothers for doing wrong. But if we're not going to forgive the white people publicly for doing us wrong, then we can't forgive our brothers for doing us wrong either. It's got to be across the board. We can't have a set of rules, the same rules. We can't have different rules, different situations. Now, I understand politically we shouldn't speak out against our own brothers. But if they're not unrepentant, if they're not asking for forgiveness either, fuck them. They don't get forgiveness. Now, again, privately, if you want to forgive them too, no problem with that. But publicly, again, publicly, it affects everybody. What you do publicly affects everybody. What you do privately is your business. You know,
Just ahead, pick up.
okay. Make sure I'm going to the right spot. But publicly, we have
Pick up.
publicly, we have to understand our image is bad. We looked at as weak. We looked at as lazy. We looked at all these different things. And it doesn't help when we add to it by doing stuff like this. But the problem is we always use religion to hide inaction. We use religion to hide inaction. I mean, you can eat. We can take it to the dating realms. There are times where people say, "Man, I'm gonna let Jesus pick my next husband or my next wife," instead of actually taking the tools to go find that person. You see, Jesus, even in the Bible, it said, "Faith without works is dead." Because your faith doesn't mean anything if you're not willing to put in the work with it. Might as well not even go to church if you're not even putting it into action. God didn't tell you just sit there and do nothing. He said, "Yeah, I'll help you, but you got to put in the work." And that work is not just going to church. You actually put in the work to try to better your life. And it's the same here with the forgiveness piece. God said, "I help you," but you gotta put in the work. You gotta. You say, "Hey, I don't." You say it'd be best if you say nothing, and then they'd be saying, "How can you? Why you don't forgive him? Why you don't forgive him?" That's a personal matter. God would accept that. God would help you with that. But you can't sit up here and just be giving out forgiveness because you're afraid of what people would think. That, that makes you look weak and pathetic. And that for black people, our image, we can't afford to look weak and pathetic. We've been looking like losers for the last 400 years. We can't afford to look like losers. So like I said, I agree with Umar. Only thing I didn't agree with forgiving your own people, because what that does, that gives them license to do stuff to you, and they well, only God, that whole only God can judge me thing comes about when you do stuff like that. No. You do wrong, you get condemned. Now, privately, I may forgive you, but publicly, I'm not forgiving shit. Especially if you don't ask for forgiveness, you don't even see repentance. Like you felt like you should have did it. I'm not forgiving you publicly. Privately, between myself and God, yeah, I'll probably forgive you. But publicly, no, I'm not forgiving shit. That's the same with any white person who kills any black person unjustly. I'm not forgiving shit. Privately, but publicly, I ain't saying shit. And any family that does the same, they say, "I'm not forgiving this person publicly." I say, "Hey, forgiveness should be a private matter. It should not be public anyway. Your religion should not be publicly announced. It should be worn on you. Just like when they say about game, it should be in you, not it should be in you, not on you. That's the same with your beliefs. It should be in you, not on you. And when you put it on public display, that means you're putting it on you and it's not in you. So in close out, I'm gonna close this out with this. Look, privately, you can forgive, but publicly, where it doesn't, where our image is already in the bottom right now, don't do that forgiveness stuff in public. If anything people ask you, just say nothing. Just say nothing. Just do what the white folks do. When the people, even their own people, do some heinous crime, they don't forgive them. They don't forgive them. They're like, we hope. Basically, like, well, we hope you do your time. We hope he gets justice. At worst, hope he goes to hell, or light him up on the, put the needle in him, or light him up in the electric chair. They don't forgive their enemies, at least not publicly. Privately, I don't know. I'm not around white people that much, so. But publicly, they don't do that shit, and you shouldn't either. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Brother Speak with the Speak on This YouTube channel. Have a good day.